Borderlands 4 on its early lifespan is turning out to be one of the best in the franchise. Is it better than Borderlands 2? Only time will tell. But for now, in my opinion, Borderlands 2 is still the king. But what can Borderlands 4 do in order to become better? In my opinion, here are some mechanics that can be added to make Borderlands 4 even better. Let's start with the most obvious, performance. Borderlands 4's performance is a mess. It is now one of the worst optimized game that is out, probably at par with Crysis. For those who don't know, the phrase, but can it run Crysis? Back in 2007, Crysis was so graphically demanding, pushing the limits of PC hardware for its time, and forcing players to play at lower settings, similar to what Borderlands 4 is at right now. Not even the best hardware can run it, and forced the PC gaming hardware evolution back then. The difference of Crysis and Borderlands 4 is that Crysis had the best looking graphics at the time. It was like the benchmark for new PC builds, and people would ask, but can it run Crysis? Sure, we can point the performance issues to Unreal Engine 5, but now it is becoming a norm for developers to release games in an unoptimized condition. Sure, they had good numbers on launch, selling around 2.5 million copies on its first week. If the minimum requirements are lower and the game is more optimized, I think they could have sold around 4 million copies or near Borderlands 3's first week of sales. I could not recommend the game immediately because I need to make sure that their system will be able to run it. So, yes, optimization will make this game 10 times better. Next one is a loot filter if possible. Later on at the end game, I think no one else is looking at green and blue items anymore. With the new parts license and underbarrel system, you cannot ignore purple items anymore. Some of these combinations are OP and you need to check on them. An option not to show white, green, and blue items on the ground would be nice. Also, the backpack filter should stay if you exit the inventory UI. It is so annoying to refilter your backpack every time you exit your inventory. Or they can just have everything sorted on different tabs. One tab for weapons, one tab for shields, one tab for ordnance, something like that. Also, a huge L is what happens after you inspect an item. You exit out of the backpack and your sorts and filters reset. Not to mention the lack of description on legendary abilities. And filters should have more contrasts or the other items should not be shown. In relation to loots, the lost loot machine is not working at all. So I never bothered to waste my precious SDUs on upgrading it. The devs are aware of it, but an addition to filter on what will it save should be added because it just randomly collects any item on the ground when you log out or load a map. Hopefully, you can filter that only legendaries will be kept and not just random stuff. Big win for the loot as junk option when picking up something on the ground. That way, you can easily sell them on the vending machine. Now, it would be a bigger win if they add a loot as bank option while you pick up an item. It will automatically mark the item for banking. Also, at the backpack, there is an option marked as junk shortcut. We would really appreciate it if there is a mark as bank shortcut as well. This would be very useful when you are collecting firmwares or after you have inspected a piece of equipment and decided to put it in the storage. Radar improvements. Now that the mini-map is gone, we have the radar instead. It would be great to have an option for the radar to zoom in or zoom out. The radar is so small and it's hard to know where the enemies are spawning from afar, or for when you are down, you don't know where to find a mob to kill. Also, a marker for legendary drops would be appreciated. The compass will show you that there is a legendary on the ground, but once you are not facing in that direction, you can't see it anymore. So, a golden dot in the radar would be useful. While exploring, you see these bubbles that you can enter and do a random boss. The issue is when you exit the bubble, the encounter instantly ends. You can accidentally exit the bubble while you are dodging or sometimes hit by pushbacks. So there should be a time limit where you can re-enter the bubble, maybe at least 5 seconds. Or just totally lock you inside the bubble, so either you die or defeat the boss. When creating a new Bolt Hunter, and when you skip the story mode, when you spawn, you are here at the spot where you first meet Claptrap. The map is dark and nowhere to teleport. The main hideouts should at least be open, one at each region, and this gives you the freedom to choose where to grind. The availability of the Digirunner at the Dominion City after you beat the campaign. Sure, you cannot use the Digirunner while on the campaign, but I think it should be available once you beat it. The Dominion City has a lot of side missions and places to explore, and I think it's very useful to have it unlocked after the campaign.
To be embraced by eternity himself. As long as I fulfill his every need,
More
in
vehicle
perfect
options.
order, he
We
will
only
certainly
have the
call me into
Digirunner
his
as of
circle of
now,
trust.
each having
Still,
its unique features,
gifting him this
but we need
world's
more
greatest
variety
all-in-one
of
mug
vehicles.
could give him a little extra
Look at how
nudge.
many vehicles
Alright,
are in
it's
Borderlands
a
2.
token of admiration.
But hopefully, when the first DLC
You will
releases, more
win his
vehicles
heart
will
in the
be
end.
introduced.
Glory to the ever-capped.
Especially that Mad Ellie will be back, our trusty mechanic in the upcoming DLC, Mad Ellie
Okay.
and the Vault of the Damned.
Still, something
With
seems
Ellie
off.
returning, I think we should expect more vehicles.
Very clever, Vault Hunter. It seems you survived the
So
first of
those are
my
the initial
deadly
stuff that I wish they
diversions.
can add in
What
Borderlands
the
4
hell,
to make
dude?
the game better.
Now let us see if you are strong enough
What
to
are your
brave my
thoughts?
next
Share what you
assault.
think the devs should
Boys,
improve or add in
prizes.
Borderlands
Not
4.
cute. Cut this crap out.
Thanks and bye.
Hey, your boys are dead. Hope it was worth it.
This was just the first course. I shall return, Vault Hunter. Perhaps when you least expect it. Perhaps when you are most vulnerable. Let the dread settle in. We will see how you fare then.